Hi, how you doing? Hey, just a little bit ago, I shared with you my favorite example of a formal cognitive assessment called the BCAT, or the Brief Cognitive Assessment Tool. I thought I'd take a little bit more time to explain some of the details about that test because I find it very useful in clinical practice. Number one, I like that test because it's on a 50-point scale. It's easy to understand, and it divides the cognitive impairments into mild cognitive impairments, mild dementia, moderate dementia, and severe dementia. It also gives a very good summary on the underlying issues in which the patient had a hard time with, including attention, their executive functions, and even their working memory, all things that can impact a person's ability to safely and independently perform activities during occupations. Another thing about the Brief Cognitive Assessment Tool is it does wonders because it has a lot of different assessment tools included in the toolkit, including the kitchen picture test. Earlier today, we went over to the different phases of functional cognition, and one of those important aspects was the safety and judgment. So this test, the kitchen picture test, helps to quantify that a person might be having difficulty with those issues. Another test in the BCAT toolkit is the verbal test practical judgment. And this is a higher level cognitive test that is great for people who are safe to be at home, but they might have to have people come in and help them in certain things that involve higher level thinking. Things that require problem solving during instrumental activities of daily living, home management, things that occur in the community. So it's a great indicator for those type of abilities. Another important assessment tool that I like to use from the BCAT toolkit is the BADS. It's the Brief Anxiety and Depression Scale. I like to use that because it gives me a basic idea of the person's mental health. Because, like we learned in school, when somebody has mental health difficulties, whether it be anxiety or depression, it's going to make an impact on the person's ability to process cognitive information, because such mental health issues hinder our ability to pay attention and to focus, to process information thoroughly. So, thanks for tuning in today. Be sure to tune in next week. It's going to be, later on this week, it's going to be a very important upcoming week, because I'm going to go get into more details about the assessment process for functional cognition, and most importantly, I'm going to pull out some performance measures, so that way you can see how these cognitive impairments impact real-life performance. And then next week we're going to get into more treatment ideas. I'm going to teach you some very specific strategies and interventions based on where the person is on the cognitive spectrum. Thanks, and have a good day.